all of the base stuff that came with the original class. If I were to go in here and manually or auto upgrade it, it would take all of those basic fuel cells and replace them with standard fuel cells. Basic reactor replaced with a fission reactor. Now the missiles were Seeking missiles. I have a new counterpart, so it upgrades to the concussion missile. But you notice it still has long-range guns. Because I don't have a counterpart for the long-range gun, I haven't researched mass drivers, it keeps those on. It also hasn't added any shields, armor, targeting computers, or anything like that. So it's easy to make sure it's useful to make sure you have the latest of existing designs. So I always, when I'm upgrading, retrofitting, I'll select the auto upgrade the design, and then I'll go in and manually upgrade it and add the additional components that I want. So it's a useful shortcut for, and the other thing that I like about doing it this way, because I build my ships in this specific order, if I auto upgrade, these things will stay where they are in the overall list. Whereas if I came through and instead came through and manually upgrade the design and pulled the fission reactors off and put fusion reactors on, they would be at the bottom of the list, which isn't necessarily where I want them. So when I get new tech that replaces existing, I'll usually use the auto upgrade and then go in and manually change it to fit my desires. I don't think I need to change anything else. Now you may notice that new ship is not on this list. My Delaware Mark IV is still here because the computer, the AI, considers this more advanced than the other one. But if I go in here to all designs for state ships, let's sort by sub-role destroyer. I can come in here and see my assassin class is here, and it's not marked as obsolete. Neither is my Mark IV marked as obsolete. I want to make sure both of those are non-obsolete. Now we can go in here into our build orders, and we can do this one of two ways. We can either build the assassin class this way and select a number and build it, but that does limit me to building just one class of destroyer at a time. If I wanted to build multiple classes of that ship at the same time, then I would come into my construction yards, either this way or via the planetary spaceport menu, select a spaceport that I want to build ships at, come down here and build my assassin class destroyer. We'll build 3 of them here. Come to this spaceport and I could build my Delaware class destroyer at this spaceport, and differentiate them that way, and be able to build multiple classes multiple class types of the same class simultaneously. In this case, I'm just going to build 3 more assassins because I already have enough of my Delaware class. Now, because I just did a ship redesign, I'm going to retrofit both of my fleets, and I tend to do my fleets first and then retrofit my independent military ships that I have just out on routine patrol and whatnot. The easiest way to retrofit the fleet is go into your fleets menu up here, select the fleet, and retrofit the latest designs. Do the same thing with my other fleet, retrofit the latest designs. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this, my cap fleet here, and I'm actually going to change its home colony if it is not already set. Home colony none, okay? So we're going to set its home colony up here to Ziltris. And we're going to set my solar defense home colony to Murisham, which is our capital. Something I hadn't done earlier. And that will allow me, let's see if this works now. I'm going to turn off everything. I'm going to show fleet postures. There we go. That's what I was missing. I was trying to find this earlier. With the fleet postures shown, you'll see if I select this fleet, which is my home defense fleet, solar defense fleet, I have this currently set as a posture to defend nearby systems. So this posture will show what it considers the nearby systems that this fleet will work on intercepting enemies for. Now you don't see that up here because this one is on an attack in the current system, but I could take this to attack. Well, okay, attack evidently doesn't set a posture or have a posture that it shows. Well, okay, defend. Okay, there's sector range. And there's nearby systems range. So evidently those are the only two that actually you can see the posture for. We'll set that to defend sector range. But it didn't show up until I actually had a home system set. I tried to do this last playthrough, and for some reason I couldn't get it to show. But neither of my fleets had a home system set, home colony set, so I think that was what triggered that particular capability. Okay, so I have both my fleets retrofitting. I have some ships being designed. I don't think I've finished colonizing, have I? I don't think I've unpaused it since yeah, my colony ship's still working on moving down here. Let's go ahead and start it up again. Okay, we have a mining station under attack, and that is one of the distant. That's my. Oh, who is this attacking me? Is it a pirate? It's a pirate. That's my. Okay, I don't want to lose my construction ship or my mining base up here. So I'm going to go ahead and pay these guys off, but what I'm going to do is try to find out where they're based as well and deal with them. Major Buccaneers. Yeah. I will deal with them as soon as I can. Something I have not done in quite a while. Oh, God. You know what? No, I'm not going to pay that much. Scratch that. Set my construction ship to escape and try to get it out of there. We need to find out where that pirate faction is based. Was it the Pirate Empire? It is. Okay, well, we have a target. And you can see that even with the Empire influence on. Okay, give me just a second here. Okay, we do know where some of their at least one of their spaceports are. It's only a medium spaceport with a 571 firepower. So once my retrofit is done, I might move out there, and I have an intermediate refueling point here at the spaceport. We're going to have to pay them a visit, I do believe. Okay, our range is about to expand from the 5-ish sectors to a little bit more because my enhanced fuel cells technology about ready to be complete. So we'll watch. This is the current range of my second fleet. You can see all the retrofits are completing fairly quickly because there wasn't a lot of retrofits to be done. And once this tech completes, you should, and it just completed, enhanced fuel storage. Okay, I didn't see a change in the, probably because the troop transport hasn't been retrofitted yet. Okay, they looted my base. Okay, they didn't destroy it. I guess that's one good thing. More retrofits done. Why aren't you... Are you not part of the fleet? Oh, you're not part of the fleet. So I don't know why my range didn't seem to increase. Oh, there it did. It just took a while to... oh, they probably needed more fuel. After they finish their retrofit, they have to refuel. Meantime, Fleet 1, you can see, has a fairly hefty range as well. Yeah, I have a troop transport here that hasn't either hasn't retrofitted or hasn't refueled yet. Something else in that fleet is limiting the range. Oh, I have... Oh, shoot. Is it the captured ships? Let's see what the range on these advanced tech ships are. 18 sectors, oh god. Okay, so it's not that. Delaware. Well, let's take a look at individual ships, maybe. Okay, evidently my Delaware class... Oh, it isn't retrofitted yet. That's why. Okay, another new empire, another pirate empire. 2 pirate empires, actually. The Bias Minor Marauders and the Gender Mezer Council. So yeah, the space is getting quite busy, isn't it? Come on, finish retrofitting here. Oh, who do we have down here? Is this the... Yeah, that's the Buccaneers. So we know where a couple of our Buccaneer friends are, and that's that race that's vying for control of the planet right in the middle of our empire. Do I want to pay for a colony location? Let's go ahead and do it and see if we can find something nearby that we can target. M8, way over here. Oh wait, even worse, way up there. Okay, we're not going to pay for the second one. It's not going to be something that we can make use of, I am certain, because they're too far over to the east. Okay, we got an exploration ship under attack. Yeah. Retrofitting. Okay, some more ships coming out of retrofit here. Now the other thing I want to do, we have ships being built. Let's go to the military ships here. And we want to add the assassins to my cap fleet. All of the assassins go to my cap fleet, because I'm going to be using them to capture spaceports and... I find it much easier to do this before they're actually fully built, by going into your ship screen and filtering based on military ships to get them fleeted up properly, then waiting until they're done, and then I'm going to take them off of auto. Okay, so we've got our carriers built and in fleets. We've got our assault destroyers built, or being built and getting into the fleet. So this fleet's going to be 26 ships and almost 2,000 firepower. That's going to be more than sufficient to take out most spaceports that the pirates can put together. Which, no. You guys are too far to the east, which means any colony you can give me is way out there. Of course, the other thing about giving the pirates money for protection and colony locations and things like that is they just use that to fund the ships that they're using against you. Okay, I have one of my binding stations in the intermediate area is under attack. It's not an important station, but I certainly don't want to give them free reign over here either. I really need to look at, let's see if I can get out there in time to do anything. I really need to look at potentially beefing up my civilian mining stations defensively and maybe offensively as well. Give them a little bit more in the way of shielding so that they can hold out long enough to for my fleets to arrive. Okay, this again is my second colony location, and there's a lot of planets unmined still, so let me find something useful here. Gold and steel appears to be the most. Is this a research station? Yeah, that's a research station, so I could build a gas mine here too. Okay, I've got 2 construction ships not doing anything. I'm going to retrofit them. And I wanted to take a look and see if my intelligence agent he did complete his mission, and I missed what he was stealing territory map for somebody. Who else do we need territory map of? Actually, you know what? No, we're going to do something different. We're going to go and steal some tech, I think, and we're going to target your territory. I want to see what they have available. Now, I do have tech trading turned off in this game, for those that were wondering. Tech trading is a possibility in game setups, but I do have it disabled in this game. In earlier versions, I found it too easy for the human to take advantage of the AI somewhat. They've tuned it in universe, I do believe, but I haven't been able to test it. So, okay, so they have a little bit. I did think about doing a long-range phaser. Okay, bingo. Or maybe not. I guess we'll go with enhanced engines would be a good one. 78%. We don't have torpedoes yet. That's also 78%. Let's go with the enhanced engines. That'll speed up the in-system drives of our existing engines. I think I have that queued. Oh, I don't even have it queued yet, so that's fine. Damage control is almost done. After damage control, we have hyperdrive inhibiting, which I will probably throw onto a capital ship class. Okay, they managed to raid that base. How's my, oh, my fleet is in system though, right? No, it's not in system. Okay, he raided the base and got away. Okay, you're too late, guys. Wonder how, our fierce mining friends are doing up here. It looks like they've got, it's all freighters. Looks like they managed to stave off the attack from our friends to the north. Do we have something in system here? We do. Okay, that's why we can see things up here. We have things in system up there, so we can see everything that's up there right now. It's a lot of probably it says independent. They're either independent or pirate smugglers. Hard to tell, since smugglers don't show up with a faction. They're the smugglers' defensive civilian ships don't show up. Okay, so now we can see our second fleet is now fully retrofitted, and you can see the range of them now. My assassins are done. At least some of them are. Oh, they boarded one of my exploration ships. So I just lost an exploration ship. That is fine. Troop transport is done. We're going to take the troop transport out of this fleet. because until I'm ready to do a actual another colony raid, I'm not going to bother with my troop transports. Yes, you can give weapons to mining stations. Weapons, shield, armor, all can be put on mining stations, and it's usually a good idea, especially in the early game. I tend to at least put one missile or blaster on. I wouldn't go too overboard on it because, again, you're going to get to a point where resource crunches are going to be present. And in particular in the early game, if you put try to heavily arm your defend your mining bases, you won't be able to build a military fleet. And that's even more true if you have the AI set to construct bases, because it'll blithely construct as many mining bases as it can, and each one of those are going to be taking up your precious resources. Okay, these are what? Independent military ships now going up to, no, that's my cap fleet. It's still going up here, despite the fact that I thought I canceled that order. That's fine. We're going to move them up here as a jumping off point at the spaceport. Up here. What else is up here? We have something else in system. Is that oh, that's an independent. Okay. In fact, we're going to move them up here. Second fleet up there. We'll refuel at that spaceport. Well, we had a battle in our system. And we've got poor space attacker. Okay. I didn't see a pop-up for this battle. What was it? It's in my system. Who dares try to attack me in my system? And what were you... That's not it. Okay. There was no battle near Ziltras. You can see here on the crosshairs where all the battles were, and there's none near Ziltras. That was the closest, and that was quite a ways away. Oh well, no big deal, I guess. So we are now 41 years in. Theoretically, in 9 years, the game could end with the race achieving its victory conditions. 30%, so nothing's changed since we started the stream. 30% is the highest victory condition achievement so far. And they need a minimum of 80 after year 50. Okay, we've got another ambassador with the tolerant trait. I guess that's good. Trade income and diplomacy is always good for an ambassador. Okay, construction ship completed its mission. We will go ahead and, if it hasn't been, we will retrofit it. It gives us another gas mine up in that area. They're not going to like me very much, are they? But hey, my mines were there before your territory was there, damn it. Well, at least one of my mines were. I just built that one. I can't say much about that. Let's see. What else? Again, if you have any questions, throw them there at the screen. I can answer them. The things are a little bit of a lull right now as I start maneuvering. Again, I'm going to attack this pirate faction here. I might capture that spaceport. It's at a gas mine, which would come in handy. It doesn't do much else for me strategically, though. I might try to make friends with... we'll take a look at the tech on it. It might have tech that I could use by disassembling it, I guess. So we'll work possibly at capture, and then if there's tech that we think we might be able to use, then we might go ahead and disassemble it. Otherwise, we might actually gift it to our not quite friends up here, the Teekans. Because again, it doesn't do much for me strategically having that spaceport there. I have one not too far away already, and as he expands, it's just going to make him more unhappy. Okay, damage control. So I'm not going to do anything with it yet, but we now have a damage control unit. And my next retrofit, I will be adding those to my larger ships, my cruisers, my carriers for sure. But I want a couple more components before I do a major retrofit. And of course, I've also got the fleet just finished retrofitting and en route right now. So I think I'm going to change these guys to sector, which will encompass well, more of my mining stations. It won't help in the furthest north territory. Okay, they want to do a territory map. That's these guys up here. Sure. Doesn't look like he's expanded too much. And I'm pretty sure he hasn't expanded any. Yeah, he hasn't expanded any. In fact, he's got very few mining locations even. He's only got the 4 solar systems that he's even able to mine. At least these guys appeared to have been all alone in their cluster. Must be nice, other than pirates, obviously. These guys have a significant, although I think there's, yeah, these guys are all alone in that sector too. That cluster, I mean. So a couple of the races came out with a fairly decent starting location, and others are going to be triggering a intergalactic war here soon. Sure. These are our friends over here. I don't mind. They keep giving me money. I consider it money for very little useful information. We might have made some cultural progress here. I don't remember colonizing our second planet. Did my colony ship not? It didn't move down. Where's my colony ship? There it is. I don't know why that colony ship didn't move down there when I told it to. So as these 2 new planets here grow, that'll push my cultural influence a little bit more maybe, and hopefully I'll be able to encompass the Shandar to our west. I'd rather not invade them to take over that area. More pirates. So I think we're up to something like 27 empires and 25 pirates or something like that. Okay, our friends to the north are doing another attack on the Fierce Mining Corporation. We have stuff in system so we can watch this battle unfold. And they fled already. He doesn't have much to defend it. He's got a few ships. The firepower of the station itself is low. It's damaged, first of all. Actually, it's ripe for the taking. If I hadn't moved my fleet off, I would actually consider sweeping a couple of these stations out of the area. Okay, there's our colony. And tax rate is 0. Let's take a look at the tax rate on our various colonies here. We have a cash flow of 40,000, which is okay. We've got hidden pirate base on 3 of our colonies at the moment. We need to start moving against them, I do believe. They're going to be a source of corruption on our planet. But let's take a look. We've got 35% tax rate. We are max population at 27 billion. This is our home world. Decent resources here. GTP of 624,000. And no corruption, so that's good. We're taxing it at 35%, which gives us $217,000 in income, and they are in 100% compliance with our tax laws. The next colony is the system that we invaded and took over from the Corsairs. They've got a mixed population of Shandar and Quanamo, with a growth rate of 15% and 5% respectively. Total of 7 billion people on it. That'll max out at around 8 billion, I do believe. Resources there. It's got 25% corruption, so we're losing about 20k of GDP right now because of that pirate facility. So, and I do believe we have troops here. Let's take a look. We don't have any troops there, so we have to move some troops there. Happily enough, I think I have some troops loaded on a couple of troop transports, so we may go kick them out of there. This is the second colony that we actually obtained. These guys moved over to us, and you can see the Quanamo are starting to, now it's max population, so they're not going to grow anymore, but the Quanamo are starting to actually spread out through my empire because I've assimilated their culture. So I have them on multiple planets now. Basically any planet that had some open space allowed for some migration. They also have corruption, 29%, so we've lost a significant amount of GDP there as well. But they're in compliance with our tax laws at 35%. These guys, I'm going to actually bump up the tax a little bit. We'll move it to 25%. Our fourth colony is maxed population, all Shandar. This is one that our first actual colony that we plopped down. And again, corruption there. They do have troops there. So this one, I think, is ready for me to try to fight off. I need to put a fleet in orbit there to give me space control. I think we'll lower that tax rate slightly. And then my two new colonies at 258 million and 30 million respectively. Hopefully they'll pick up some Quanamo on these. 78% happiness. I love it. They have some resource shortages. That's standard for a brand new colony. That's not a big deal. What's my development rate? Quality 85. Population. That's population growth. There's my cultural influence here, 4%. Let's take a look at the other one, 71%. 105%, 105%. So I maxed out at about 105%, it looks like. I must be getting a bonus somewhere. That might be my development bonus, maybe? Adding to my cultural. I'm guessing. I'll have to actually look that up. So I want a fleet in orbit of this planet here, and once they're in place we will try to destroy the hidden pirate base that's here. We have a defensive base in orbit right now. We have no spaceport here. This would be the potential for a starbase as opposed to a spaceport. Oh really? That's strange. I have no idea why that would be. Of course, Twitch is buggy on the best of days. Ambassador has increased their trade income level. Good. So we're probably getting close to the end of our second hour of the session. Once we hit that second hour autosave, I'll take a quick break. Okay, I got some construction ships fully retrofitted while my fleet is... That fleet's moving en route, that fleet's moving en route. Let's see what my construction ships can do here. So we've got a high-tech station and a gas mining station on that planet now. we've already got the Danthifer here. Is there anything else here of note? Not much. I guess we're going to go ahead and at least get another source of hydrogen. I don't know how many sources of hydrogen I have at the moment. And argon would be another. I don't use it, I can always sell it. It might, and actually we can start that battle and verify before before it gets there. I wasn't sure if there were any enemy ships en route when I actually sent it on its way. Let's open this up and find out. Go to the facility, select the hidden pirate, and attack. No, I do not have space control. Oh, I do have space control. Did I get a shipping system or something? Just took a moment for it to appear. Yeah, evidently I do have space control with the defensive base in orbit. And this is a good way for me to find out whether or not this is going to cause issues with the Buccaneers up here. I wasn't entirely sure whether attacking their hidden pirate fortress was going to cause an issue or not. But no, that has not caused any issues, so at least not yet. We'll see what happens if and when I actually beat them off. Okay, we've successfully evaded detection after having successfully stolen information on enhanced engines. So if we come up here, we have completed enhanced engines, and there's our autosave. So our, oh, that's enhanced hyperdrives, pardon me. Let's look at enhanced engines. Okay, we've got about a quarter of our research toward enhanced engines complete with that research theft. So I am going to, while this is saving, I am going to take a really quick break. I'll be back in just a minute or two. Okay, we are back, and yeah, we just stole information on enhanced engines, which gave us about 25% of the research on that area. We're going to continue using that agent in the same way, but I'm going to move him around a little bit, I think. Well, first of all, who was that? That was the guys up to the these guys, which is the your territory. Let's see if they caught on to that at all. No. They have Karabian spice, which they refuse to trade with me. Well, how rude of them. They naturally like us past... so they have no idea that I stole anything from them. So maybe we'll target them again and target the same same research area. Yeah, 3 months is much too dangerous, so we'll give that a go. In the meantime, it looks like we've got a 3-to-1 numerical advantage, so we should be able to manage to fight this off. Space control, basically everything's counteracting each other, except I get a bonus for planet type, and he gets a penalty for planet type. So I should be able to. I do have another troop transport loaded. I could always drop more troops if it looked like I needed to, but taking a look at it, it looks like most of his units are fairly heavily damaged and mine are fairly not damaged. So yeah, I'll be able to succeed here. While that's going on, we'll pop out. Our second fleet is in place. We will refuel them at the station that is there. Why are you not? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going? No, 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 no. There is a starbase here. Refuel here. Maybe they don't have enough fuel on board? Oh! What are oh, you're building things. Maybe there's no docking space here. Oh, that would be a shame. I didn't even think about checking the, yeah, it only has, no. It's got a few docking bays. Not a lot, but it's got a few. It doesn't have that much castle on, however. Well. Are you in range of the station here? It looks like you are. I'm going to go ahead and capture that station then. Maybe. That's not actually on the gas giant. I thought it was on the gas giant. Well, we're going to do it anyway. Oh, this is, wait a second. That's his, colony. That's not the one I was after. So this one. Except they're not the ones that were attacking me either. I think I got these confused a little bit. Does he have another? I don't see another one. We can't invade the colony. I don't have troop ships with this fleet. Who are these guys? Oh, they're not even, that's not even a pirate, actually. That's these guys down here. Well, that kind of throws a kink in that plan. There's a starbase at a Castlon Cloud. Grim Merchant. I think I just canceled my, nope, I have a friendly relationship with those, so no, I don't want to do that either. I guess I'll just send them back to refuel, and we'll look to the north, the Fierce Mining Company, maybe. What are you doing? Build a mining station. Really? You're not going to be able to build a mining station down there. What do you think you're doing? I'm not big enough to sustain another fleet right now. I'll get there. It's still fairly early in the game, remember. Monetary gift. And I'm certainly not wanting to overextend myself. Yeah, this battle's almost over. He's down to 36,000 troops. And a lot of them are damaged, so that will easily be... Okay, construction ship is retrofitted. Another new empire, another new pirate faction. Construction ship is free. Okay, let's go down here to our... There's no research wait a second. There is a research location up here. Weapons research. We don't need another weapons research. We really don't need another energy research, and that's a bit far away anyway. So that's extremely far away. Yeah, but because it's 2142, but because it was a pre-war start with max expense research, it's still fairly early in the game. If you took even a standard one step down on the research from where I am right now, then you would see this map a lot more colorful because everybody would have multiple systems and be abutting against each other more than they are right now. And while, yes, 2150 is when it could end, nobody's made any progress toward that 80% required for the same reason. Yeah, what's your research set at? And what game speed are you running at? I'm doing a lot of pausing so I can explain things here. So there's no research locations. How about scenic locations in our territory that aren't already... Nope. So we'll look at mines, I guess. Now this is a change from earlier games. You can see a lot of these. The gas clouds always had only one gas type, but a lot of these only have one or two resources on them, a lot of the planets and moons. In earlier games, a lot of these might have 3, 4, or more on them, but they did a big tuning. Ooh, there's one to get. It did a big tuning with universe relays, so a lot of planets start with just 1 or 2 resources. You can discover more sources of resources as the game goes along. We've already done that on a couple of our colonies. I only see the one that really caught my eye here for mining. And I'm using the outliner as opposed to the expansion planner just because I'm looking in a very limited area for minerals at this point. If I went to the Galactopedia, I could sort by rarity or whatnot. Here's one, but that's not in our influence area that I'm looking in. Okay, let's go back to the top where the polymer, polymer and chromium and all that was. It's one planet with multiples. I have a lot more mining locations, there it is, than I actually thought I did. So we'll queue a ship to move up there. Yeah, so me being max research by itself is one of the main reasons why I say it's still the early game. I mean, even look at my tech tree. I'm only 2 or 3 techs deep in most areas. You're probably 5 or 6 deep in a few. Another empire. No, I'm done paying you money for empires. I know of plenty of empires out there. I know of all the important ones. Those are these that are here in the near vicinity of me. Okay, we have eradicated the Buccaneers from our colony and destroyed the pirate facilities. Let's take a look. Looks like we had launched fighters. They must have brought ships in, and I missed it. Do we have combat in the system? No. All of our combat is exploration ships way out yonder. So let's see if that changed their opinion of me. If it didn't, then we can, it did not. So we can go ahead and do the same in the other planets that have pirate facilities without fear of retribution. Like this one here. Except this one doesn't have any troops on it, does it? No. Okay, it would help if I had troops on something. So that's Siltris. What's the other one with Fortress Shandar? And there's no troops there. There's a couple troops there, not enough to fight off invasion, however. So, well, we have troop transports for that reason. You got no troops on board. You've got troops on board. Okay. So, let's unload your troops here. Since we're already orbiting the one of the planets, we'll do that. We'll take our other troop transport and load up troops over here. And pull them out to the other area. Okay, our second fleet's been slowed down because they're out of fuel. I haven't looked at the research and design. You can, and in effect, under your empire policy, research and design, you can tune it a bit. You can't completely eradicate certain texts, maybe, but you can set a focus and areas. And let's say you don't want any beam weapons. Set 6 focus areas that don't include beam weapons, and you should be able to at least avoid some of those areas you're not looking at. Yes, I set it to max research cost. Okay, we found some more ruins. Let's see if they've already... Oh, okay, guess what? They sent me to G3. We already have heard about G3 multiple times. Yeah, I figured setting it at max research speed would slow the game down, and even though I have a 50-year 50-year victory condition minimum limit, nobody's going to be near there for a while, so I figured it would be a long enough term game to make it a decent playthrough. I also have all the storylines enabled. More ruins. Been vacated for a considerable time and found nothing. I suspected we're probably in another empire. No, we're not in another empire area. However, looky here. Oh my. A ship graveyard with capital ships all over the place. Where are we? Wow, that's a bit far away, isn't it? Oh no. Leave my construction ship alone. For some reason that didn't pop up telling me I was under attack. I better take a look at the pop-ups for that. Show message settings under attack, civilian ships, colony ships, military ships, construction resource, colonies and spaceports, research, monitoring and resorts, military bases, colony construction ships. Okay, it must have popped up simultaneously with something else. I have the pop-up set for that. Who are these guys? Angry about our attacks on your ships and bases? You're the one attacking me. I don't remember attacking any of your ships and bases. I remember thinking about it, but I canceled the attack. How much do they want for... they probably want more than I'm willing to pay. Where are they? That fleet has 12 ships with boarding capability, unknown firepower, but individually it looks like they're all the same type of ship. Firepower of 80, so about 1,000 firepower on that fleet, with the second strike force in system as well. Oh no, that's the Empire race there. Falcon Major Buccaneers, that's what I thought it was. I didn't see him on the list. Major Raiders. There they are. They have 90 ships, 6,400 firepower, and they want 4,000 a month. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to lose a construction ship. Oh well. Sober for an ambassador, so he gets a diplomacy bonus. Good. Did we start the attack up here? No, we didn't. We were unloading troops. Except we didn't unload any troops. Where's my troops? My troop carrier. Oh, okay. He's arriving. This one's still loading troops. He's not in place yet either. So we'll watch that one unload troops here. Once the troops are unloaded, we will make that attack. Looks like the troop carrier also needs refueling. So we are now close to our first facility. We're 90% through armored assault tactics, which allows us to build a facility to build armored troops, tanks and such. Your forces intrude on our territory. We warn you, remove your military ships. Okay, let's make sure we don't have military ships in his territory. I don't want to fight the Ancient Guardians. Why do I have a fleet here? What the heck? Okay, or is this not you? I'm confused. I don't know why my fleet went over there. I know why my fleet went over there. I made a mistake on systems. I want you over there. Get out of there. We do not want to fight the Guardians. Oh my, that could be a bad, bad thing. Go. Get. I hope that did damage my reputation too much with them. Yeah, minus 20. That'll go away over time. Do not make that mistake again. Note to self. I wish you could quarantine a system and make sure none of your ships went in it. We can refuel those. You are unloaded, so let's go here. We'll refuel you. We'll go here, and we will attack that facility. $200,000 versus 97,000 again. Should be handled fairly easily. Looks like that construction ship is retrofitted. Okay, this time we're going to go into the expansion planner. We have no Empire priority targets. So we'll take a look at Galactic priority. There's already construction route building, or mining station being built there. That's too far north. Let's see what the range of this construction ship is. I don't know if I dare try to sneak up here. It's not refueled. Let's refuel it first. I don't know if I dare try to sneak up here into this area where... I don't even know if I can find it again, actually. Space debris discovered. The remains of an epic battle. The wreckage includes many powerful military ships that look salvageable. I think this is what I was just looking at, actually. Yeah, it is. And yeah, I don't dare move a... well, I don't know. That's an Empire race, not a pirate race. I might be able to get a construction ship up there to try to snag some of those ships. I'll wait till we're refueled. I would probably have to do an intermediate refueling step or two, though. That's a long ways away. That's a hell of a long ways away. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to not, unfortunately. Not until I get a stepping point a bit closer somewhere, anyway. I did want to take a look, however. No, not the order screen. Let's look at the ship screen. I'm going to go ahead and just let this run while I'm looking at the ship screen. I'm going to slow it down just so I don't miss too much all at once. Weapons lab destroyed in an explosion. Ugh. Well, we'll queue another weapons lab. I got it slowed down. I want to look at the ships and see if I have another frigate class advanced tech ship that I can disassemble. Or escort class for that matter. So we've got Panama, Esquire, Panama. Oh, I don't know why my Panamas aren't retrofitted to the Esquire class. Oh. It might have been, actually. Maybe not. It looks like it's trying to retrofit. I forget, it doesn't change names when the retrofit is done, so they may actually be Esquire class. But we'll verify. Looks like they haven't, some of them haven't been. Okay, frigates. Yes, Crimson Trap. You select go and retire at nearest. Okay, so we'll get a tech boost from that ship, and I only wanted to do it with the frigate classes because I want to keep the destroyer and cruiser classes right now, and I think that's probably the only one. Yeah, that's the only one of that class. So we'll get a tech boost in some engine or engine or weapon tech, hopefully. Okay, I can bump the speed back up to normal. Oh, 16,000 credits! Oh my God, they really like me, don't they? Do we have? We don't have a free trade agreement with them yet. Let's see if we can get one. Let's see. They have a plus 19 with us. They naturally like us, like our style of government, respect our reputation, envious of our huge strength and power. Will you take a free trade agreement? Yes. Hey, we have another free trade agreement. You can see we've got a little bit of income right now. We're maxed out. 20% is the highest percentage, and you'll see the Hako Syndicate slowly increment here, and we'll get some income from those. How about the Quantimo? I think we tried them a little while ago, and they weren't quite pleased enough with us to do this. Nope. Free trade, not quite yet. Engineers have completed research in armored, and good God, somebody is really using intelligence agents against me now. I need another intelligence, counterintelligence, counter-espionage agent. So we completed research in armored assault, which gives us a new planetary facility, our first one, and the recruitment of armored troops. Let's start researching long-range phase lasers and see if that might that gives us a new type of laser, the Shatter Force, and see if maybe we can get that frigate, which has that type of long-range laser on it, a chance to improve my tech in that area. Give me a tech boost in that area. Okay, so we'll come down here now and build our first planetary facility on our capital. There's no buildable wonders, but there is a facility. Armored factory costs 20,000. We'll build one there and one on our secondary planet to the north. Kazarian have begun their regular 7-year change cycle. They will have an increased population growth. And how is this battle going? We've almost won this battle. They're down to 18,000 troops. And the next time we were to try that, we would have some armored troops available as well. So, see, our cash flow is 54,000. We have eradicated the Buccaneers from this colony. Yes. Okay. Our other troop transport, in the meantime, should have loaded all of the troops. And we will go down to our third and final place requiring infiltration, eradication. And that's that one, and that should be, I don't think they've managed to pop any more down. Nope. And you can see our armored factory starting to be built up there too. And our research is starting to move along fairly well. I think we're doing structured research now. We've got more enhanced engine research. He evaded detection, so they still don't know we've done anything. Let's see how that did for our enhanced engines. Almost 40% now, or exactly 40%. We'll have to queue those up to complete here in the near future. I guess now would be a good time. Let's pull them off. We'll pull the massive shield, planetary shield off, and we'll do it that way. So it'll be third in the queue now. And we can steal something else. Okay, we've completed our armored factory. Our first one and our second one's going to be right behind it. So we can come here. We've discovered the lofty Hall of Tylus, ancient ruins from a lost civilization at the ice planet Tylus 6 in the Tylus system. Let's investigate the ruins and find nothing of interest. This stage in the game with this many empires, that was actually a starting location for one of the empires, which means that was their warp field precursors, or whatever their second bonus was in system. So we're going to find a lot of that. Okay, we've got efficient hyperdrives from disassembling the ship, the frigate, which, wow, so we've got both high speed and efficient hyperdrives being researched here. One gives us the Callista warp drive, which is a 15,000 12-second hyperdrive. The other is the Equinox jump drive, which is an 18,000 13-second hyperdrive with a energy difference of 22. When you do the game setup, don't type anything in the box, just move the slider to max expense. If you want the exact setup for this game, 1400 stars, 15 by 15 sectors, few space monsters and everything else set to normal. Pirate proximity, I think average is what I went, and everything else on normal. Yeah, very expensive. The highest slider on research. And then on the Empire setup, 19 enemy races with independent colonies able to form empires. The only other thing, abundant teaming for the colonizable planets on screen 2. And a colonization limit of 1.5. And that's pretty much the identical setup to this game. The only thing you might change is your empire or starting location. I did random on both. Yep, you could. Yeah, you can type numbers in the box and fine-tune it even more. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Although I suspect we'll see major empires falling out of this as smaller empires get swallowed up. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I said you can see where some border friction is going to start forming. And we still don't know anything about that far eastern side of the map yet. Okay, Fleet 2, where are you? You're almost back. You'll be able to refuel here momentarily. We've got the Quantimo Force offering protection. Okay, they're off to our... I know where they are. They're off to our west, not too far away, but I'm not going to pay protection to them. No more Empire contact. I'm done giving you money. These are all the Quantimo Force bases right now. Some of them might be the Quantimo Empire, but I suspect they're all pirate bases here. So that's where they live. And if they try to make a move against me, then they'll have a rude awakening. We only know of the one spaceport. Did their other spaceports get destroyed, I wonder? I bet they did. They were fighting the Shandar. They were fighting the Shandar for a while, so I don't think there's any current wars. Let's take a quick browse through the empires here. See some friendships developing, some free trade. There is a mutual defense pact there. Some mining rights allowed. There's a trade sanction going on between the Lipid and the Persibian. Those are the two Tanish nations up to our far north. Trade sanctions there between the Kaskadan and the Buskra. Huge mutual defense pact and one protectorate. We've got our first major alliance forming, it looks like. That's the Melarian, the Gazurian, the Bhaskara Hive, the Persibians, and the Bhaskar Conformity. Let's see if we can find some of those. I know where the Persidiums are. That's these guys up here. These are the Bhaskara Hive, the Bhaskar Conformity, the Kaskadan. So these four are part of a mutual defense pact. There was a fifth one as well. Kaskadan domain. Are they both domain? Yeah, so that's one. There's a fifth race probably up here that are in a Northern Alliance kind of a mutual defense pact up there. No, they should deploy. Where are you trying to deploy them? You generally want to deploy them at like a gas giant with a fuel source or something like that. I don't know why they would not. I don't have a resupply ship right now, so I can't actually demo it. But I don't think you can deploy them in deep space for any length of time. I might be wrong. Do you have energy collectors on them? It would be the other thing. Okay, we've got Necrostone at one of our first colony. Oh no, Necrostone is exhausted. Oops. Okay, that's our first exhaustion of a mineral. So what's down here now? He's trying to plant another colony here? Or a base here or something? Okay, they've just raided my base, my planet here. No, a different one. That's a different pirate faction, okay. Oh, they have actually moved down into my territory. Okay. Fleet 2 can't get up there. Fleet 1's not going to make it up there in time, but we have to be aware that there are pirates, hostile pirates up there. Anyway, so we're out of Necrostone. We're down to just having steel at that planet. These guys aren't hostile yet, it looks like, but they might be getting a little bit irritated. Well, they're still cautious with us. They've got 10,000 firepower now. In the meantime, my Fleet 1 has 1,500 and my Fleet 2 has 1,700. So my two primary fleets have 3,200 total firepower. My independent ships might have another 1,000 firepower. So I'm sitting on about 5,000 firepower or so right now. Yeah, it's time to start considering some more ships. I think I'm going to build some independents right now. I've got ships coming back for repair exploration ships. That one needs to go on auto. I've got one construction ship with no mission. I've got two damaged construction ships both going in for repair. I guess I didn't lose my construction ship. It got away. I wasn't sure it would. Is there really no mining station here? We'll find out. And we really need to make a move against the fierce miners, I think. These blue pirates to our north. We've got 3 gas mining clouds all tied up here. And as soon as my fleet is refueled, I think I'm going to make a move against them. Yeah, that's normally how you would use it. I don't know why it would undeploy. I've never had that happen. There wasn't a base there, was there? A mining station there? If there was a mining station there, that might cause it. I see our Shandar are coming out and attacking the pirates to our side here. Go Shandar, go Shandar. In fact, it's a multi-faction battle, it looks like. We've got 2 pirate factions battling, and the Shandar nope, the Shandar's there, but they only have 1 ship. I think they were fleeing. He's got a cruiser here with a firepower of 98. It's not a huge... Okay, his fleet's coming in. Go, Shandar, go. Oh, nope. They fled. I was going to say, I didn't... Oh, no, they didn't flee. I don't have any intelligence on the system when I don't have a ship in the system. Go, Shandar, go. Destroy them, destroy them. Knock them down some. You're not going to knock them down any. In fact, you're losing your ship. It's getting captured. Oh well. I really wish I could assimilate them, but I'm not really making much progress on it. Maybe just a little, but certainly not a heck of a lot. What do my colonies look like? The 2 new colonies, 31% cultural influence, 106,000. That must be my, it's not my home world. 21%, 106%, 16% bonus from something. Well, if they don't flip, I might have to, no, I'm not going to pay you. Especially 102 a month, that means you must be a very small faction. Pirate bandits, 1 ship and 45 firepower. Yeah, why would I even consider remotely paying you protection when you only have 1 military ship? Yeah, I don't know then. Is it part of the fleet? If it's part of the fleet and you have fleet orders, that would cause it to undeploy. Generally take it out of the fleet. That might cause it. Make sure it's not on automation. That might cause it. Is it a design of your own, or did you capture it from the pirates? Just out of curiosity. God, he's got a lot of ships over this planet, doesn't he? Looks like he's fighting the Fierce Mining. Okay, he's tangling with the Fierce Mining. I almost don't want to tangle with the Fierce Mining because the Fierce Mining and these guys are fighting back and forth. Look at all those ships. And his fleet is going off somewhere. Oh, up here. My ships. Fierce Mining and them are tangling. I don't know if I want to mess with the Fierce Mining as long as he's keeping these guys occupied. More money from our Harmonious Shandar friends. I probably need to actually colonize this planet. Let's do that. We're gonna set a colony ship to build and take that planet. Auto design. Oh, Ancient Galaxy scenario. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't have any of my own replenishment ships. I'm a little way from being able to get any at this point, so I really can't say what's going on at that point. So make sure it's not part of the fleet and is just tagging along with the fleet using the fleet orders, and make sure that where'd my troops go? Okay, we got hyper jump inhibiting done. Make sure it's not part of a fleet, so it's just packing up when the fleet has orders, and make sure it's not on auto. That's the only other things I could think of that might cause it off the top of my head. Oh, okay, we do have troops down there. I was evidently at the wrong planet when I was looking at this. Let's destroy the final pirate facility on our territories. Okay, he's got a lot more troops here this time. I only outnumber him about 3 to... Well, I still outnumber him 3 to 1, it looks like. But he's got 117,000 to start. Yeah, we're still going to be okay here, I think. Yeah, my strengths are up around the 12,000 mark, as they've obviously gained some experience here through their other battles. See my fighters zipping around. I like to see that. So we've got another colony ship. We're going to grab this other colony that is in here. He hasn't managed to build any facilities or wrest any control from it. Fleet 2 is fully fueled. Well, we got another strike force up here from our neighbors to the north. And they've actually managed to do significant damage to this spaceport here, although they have enough ships here that they're not going to actually be able to capture it or destroy it. I don't know. That's the one faction, pirate faction, that we could tangle with. We have the range and fuel for. These guys over here are unfriendly too. What's the range on my fleet? We've refused to pay them protection. This is a Castellan cloud. So that is another possibility over here. I don't know. Fierce Mining, 138 ships, 2,000 firepower. So I'm not worried about their size or strength. 27 ships and 2,000 firepower. So they've got some heavier ships somewhere in there. They might have a capital ship or two that they've captured. We know about 6 of their bases right now. They're angry about our attacks on their ships and bases. Okay. They don't have any alliances that I can see. They've got a couple other pirate factions that are not annoyed with them. They're pleased with. They've got one friendly faction. Where are these guys? Grim Merchant Transport, which we are friendly with already. I think we're going to. Of course, there's nothing to expand to the east, or to the west. That's a problem. There's really nothing out there for me to do. There's a couple planets out, or a couple systems out here that we're going to have explored soon. But there's just nothing out there to interest me. No, we're going to pass on going west and messing with them. Well, I'm kind of at an impasse here. We're going to tangle with the fierce mining. Got a large spaceport up here. We're going to go for the one that's damaged. We're going to help our friends to the north here. We're not going to get there while that other battle's going on, but we will get there while that station is still damaged. And hopefully capture it and give us a bit of a... Now we already have a mining station up there, so we can build ourselves a kind of a jumping off point from this point, and it will give us some expansion room to go further north. Oops, that's not where I want to go. I'll make sure it was the base I had targeted for capture and not one of the ships. Oh, the base is gone. They succeeded. Oh my. And not only that, but they've succeeded in destroying most of the fierce pirate fleet. What do they have up here? A frigate, destroyer. Wow. Okay, that's a bit of a shock. I don't know if they had a capital ship maybe with the fleet that's already flown off. But, okay, that's a bit of a shock. We're going to alter our direction. I'm going to go try to capture this one instead. It's closer. It's a helium hydrogen source, which we don't need immediately, but we will here shortly. And this is a Castellan source. But they were the ones that blocked our northward expansion in the first place, so I was always planning on knocking them out. The only thing that stopped me was the fact that they were keeping the pirates here occupied on and off. I wonder what the firepower of these ships are. Okay, we've eradicated the cruel corsairs. Cruel corsairs do not have much left. They have one unknown pirate base. They have one ship with 159 firepower. I wonder where would that base be? Where could they be? Oh, hey, this isn't good. Oh, never mind. That's the Ancient Guardians. The overlapping colors because I have my fleet postures on confused me. I didn't realize that was yellow. I guess I'll turn fleet postures off for now. There we go. Now we can see what it is. Another new pirate faction. We got a new ship captain on one of our frigates with military maintenance saving skill. Oh, he gets to go on our capital on one of our carriers, I think. I can find one of my carriers here. I think it's at the bottom, but it isn't. Okay, did it choose new names for my carriers? Is that what happened? It looks like it is. Oh, well, that kind of backfired on me. Yes, it chose new names. Okay, let's I forget what the class name was. Canterbury. Okay, go off to one of the Canterburys. I say it should have been one of the bottom ones. It was one of the more recent ones built. No, not giving you money for for an Empire contact. Got a freighter under attack. Who's attacking me over here? What? Oh, that's the these guys. Oh, can't be those guys. That's the Quantimo Technocracy. Quantimo Force. Okay, so they've managed to sneak all the way to their eastern. Okay, I may end up going over there and knocking them down a peg or two. Then, if they're going to sneak all the way over here and attack my my merchant shipping. Their stay of execution has been rescinded. Okay, Fleet 2 is almost in place. Fleet 1 is going to head out to the... He's not going to make it there in time to do anything, I don't think. He's having fun attacking the merchant shipping there, that's for sure. Okay, we're just about done with the enhanced fuel. No, we did the enhanced fuel. What are we researching now? Coordinated control, which will be a ship maintenance savings. So that's going to drop us from 53,000, or increase us from a 53,000 in cash flow to 60,000 or so, maybe. There it is. Coordinated control done. 59,000. Okay. Next up in that tree is proximity sensors. We're finally getting our scanners online. Proximity sensors and then long-range scanners. And we should be nearing an autosave point. We're going to do this plus one more hour. And then I'm going to take a dinner break and come back with something else later tonight. I just have not decided what will be streamed tonight. More money coming in. Yeah, I have some tourist sites. Not a lot. There's not a lot in my immediate vicinity that I don't already have control of. Now, did I lose control of this one? I did. I had a tourist base there at one point. Oh, that might be the ones the pirates destroyed. Okay, there's our save point. So give me a moment here, take a break. I will be back in a minute. Like I said, I'm going to go another hour, and then I'm going to take a break of about an hour or so, and then come back later in the afternoon. And I have not decided what I am going to stream this afternoon, however. I might be open to suggestions, or I might just pick something that I've been running. But I will be back in just a minute. Okay, and I'm back, and let's go ahead and get, let's see, what are we researching now? I forget. Long range, okay. Accelerated construction, which leads to a wonder, but according to this, the wonder's already built. I just never saw a notification of it, so we'll have to wait and see. And proximity followed by long-range scanners. So that's where our research is. We've got another colony ship, should be about, I don't know, maybe 30% complete, I would guess. Should probably be at our capital. It is not at our capital. Where are they building a colony ship? I think that's it there. So about a third through our another colony ship. We're going to grab that colony that's in this sector that this pirate faction is orbiting but not seeming to do anything with. We've got attack fleet just about in system over. Oh, nope. He fled. Okay. I'll go ahead and refuel you. In the meantime, this attack fleet... Do we have a free trade with you already? Yeah, we do have a free trade with you already. I certainly don't want a mutual defense pact with them. I might consider it with the Quanimo or the Shandar, but they're just stuck too far up there to make a mutual defense pact worthwhile. Oh, they got another one down here. Oh, that's the one I just sent a construction ship to build, isn't it? And he already has one here. Oh, we're going to have to destroy this one too. I thought he had one down there. I just couldn't see it. So let's watch this battle play out, and we have it set to capture. So he's got a few ships here. Most of them are docked. He's got fighters on board. He's got ships on docking. Guess what? I have fighters too. My assault, you can see my assault ships moving right in. And as soon as the shields are down sufficiently, you can see the graviton beams really doing their work there. Okay, we should have, there we go, we've got boarding. Attackers 396, defenders 167. We are going to capture this. Attackers 380, defenders 130. In the meantime, I'll send my ships to attack any ships that come in. Our fleet admiral got increased their fighter skill level. Hallelujah. Perfect for this particular fleet. He's got 50 defenders left, 26 defenders, 1 defender, and we have boarded and captured the Desperado Cave. It's a large spaceport. Let's take a look at its design. I didn't see anything on it used against me that appeared to be anything interesting, so I'm probably not going to bother disassembling it. It's got Epsilon torpedoes. It's the only thing it has on it that I don't have. It took me 14 years to get my first primitive warp drive and get out of system. 34 years to get my first colony ship. So yeah, that's it slows it down. That's why here I am 44 years in and only where I am. That's why I said it's early in the game.